Hey guys, welcome to Wolfgang Finance. I'm your host Wolfgang. I haven't done a video in a really long time, and basically I just cover crypto. I do technical analysis, and I also have a portfolio open, and I show you guys how I manage that. It's been a few weeks or months since I've done any videos. There hasn't really been much action. We were in a downtrend, and at that point, there's really no point in making any videos. But as of lately, there's been a lot of coins turning around, and it's looking like we are now back in a bull market. So I'm going to cover a bunch of coins that I'm going to open on a limit order, and I'll show you guys that at the end of the video. But for now, I'm just going to go over all the technical analysis. I'll probably go over 10 or 15 coins. I'll talk about the macro view, and then I'll also talk about a bunch of altcoins that are very undervalued and they look like a great buy. Hopefully you guys like the video, so let's begin.
You are now streaming the Wolfgang Finance channel, where we cover our crypto portfolio and technical analysis.
I wanted to start this video talking about the S&P 500, since everybody kind of invests in it, and if not, you know somebody that does invest in it. And with technical analysis, we can see we had for a few months this downtrend, right? We want to find out, where was this support? And if we look back, and those of us that study technical analysis know that when resistance gets broken, then that becomes support. So previous resistance becomes future support. As you can see here, this was a major resistance point back in December, I would say January, right? Or end of December, essentially for New Year's. It was around that time. Beginning of 2022, that was our resistance. And if we look at right now, right, that could have been our support. Something similar happened to Bitcoin and Ethereum. And I'll go over that real quick. Essentially, this is a great buying opportunity. And the fact that so many different currencies had this, like such as crypto and in the S&P, this probably has some type of synergy, and then now we have the momentum on the upside. So let's go ahead and look at Bitcoin. Although Bitcoin, it didn't happen exactly, right? Watch, let me draw a line here, right? That's our resistance. Here's the support. It didn't tag it. But if we look at Bitcoin futures, I believe it's BTC1. All right. If you look at Bitcoin futures on the CME exchange, you can see that it did tag it. So that's pretty interesting, right? And essentially that marked the bottom. Also, for those of you that are into candlestick patterns, that's like what is this? Like a tweezer reversal pattern with these two wicks. And let's check Ethereum, something similar as well. Right. And Ethereum, really interesting, right? It never broke the last cycle's all-time high. And when it retraced, it touched the very top of January of 2018. So this is pretty interesting stuff. There's all these similarities between Bitcoin, Ethereum, and the S&P 500, where it found a support from a previous resistance. So I found that to be really interesting. And with all the volume and everything pumping, I think this is essentially like a great time to get back in crypto. Do I think we're going to break these highs that we had? I really do think so. And I think we're going to enter the altcoin season, to be honest. We haven't had it yet, and I think it's about time we do. So we'll see what happens. So I want to talk about a bunch of coins that are undervalued. So let's go ahead and talk about that. But at the end of the video, I'll open a trade in Bitcoin, Ethereum, and a bunch of other ones. But I'm going to do limit buys because I feel like a lot of these coins did pump really fast. And for example, if you look at previous prices, they go up, then they pull back, then they keep going up, right? And you can see over here, it happened over here too, goes up, pull back, go up, pull back. So this is a major move up, right? So we want it to pull back a little bit so that we can enter. You see this thing went up 75%, like within a matter of, okay, I'm looking at this on the daily. So this would be within a month, right? 31 days, it went up 74%. Yeah, let it cool down a bit, right? So like for this one, I'll enter it around here. I'll leave this. This is an alert, but I'm going to do a limit buy on my portfolio. So I'll just leave that there as a marker that if it pulls back, that's the price that I went in at. All right. And then for Bitcoin, let's do something similar as well, right? This thing pumped. Oh my gosh. All right. I mean, when you get a nice solid candle like that, usually doesn't really want to pull back, right? Oh, this is a perfect example. Like, for example, this giant full body candle. You see that? After it printed that, it didn't come back down. It went sideways and it did it again. So, yeah, we'll see what happens, but I'll probably do like an entry. See right here, there was resistance, then it went down. I'll probably do my entry here. I'll do a limit buy here. And let's hope it comes back down. Or maybe at 100. Yeah, let's keep it at an even number. Those of you that like Jesse Livermore, the famous trader, he always talked about these psychological levels of like whole numbers. So yeah, 100,000. We'll do limit buy there. That's fine. All right, let's keep going. I have so much to talk about. Yeah, my apologies if this video seems rushed. I'm just trying to get it all within 30 minutes. But it's a lot of good stuff. So let's go to VET. So VeChain's been a pretty good coin. Hasn't done much this season, but if you look at this, it's basically like I just talked about Jesse Livermore, but this is what would be called like an accumulation cylinder. And this is a pattern that Jesse Livermore used. So, for example, if we were to buy at the bottom of every single support area, like let's just say down here, and you rode it up to the top, that was 250% profit, right? If we do it again over here, that would be 300% profit. Okay, so it did it again, right? We had these wicks. Buyers bought it at the bottom of this cylinder pattern. And if we go from where we're at currently, and let's just say we go, we keep getting these higher highs. Let's just say we go slightly above the last higher high, right? So let's go from here, and let's just go right here, right? It's basically more than doubling in profit, almost 200% profit, right? Remember, every 100%, you double your money. So almost 200%. That's pretty good. So I'll go ahead and put a limit buy as well. I'll do that right here. Yeah, like the moving averages aren't even close to it. So, man, I really hope these prices come back down. I mean, I have my 55 and my 21, and they're right here. I mean, there's a cross here. That's good. We wanted to just pull back a little bit to get in at a good price. And we anchor in our entry. Then if we go sideways, we can, we'll be pretty confident about that and add some more to that. So that's VET, great coin. And there's a few similar patterns. And I wrote these down just to show you guys. All right, here's XTZ. Similar, right? Very similar pattern. I had this alert here from a few days ago, but I'll go ahead and enter on my Wolfgang portfolio. Okay, so I mean, geez, let's just quickly look at this. This one was 150%. Let's just say you went in here. This one was 200%. Yeah, let's put this alert right here on the 55 EMA, and that'll be my entry. This looks so good. All right, so if my entry, is successful and we go all the way to the top, that'd be over 200% profit. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so we got XTZ. Let's look at what is this? Okay, let's see this one. Okay, this is Dent. It's a little more sloppy, but there's something there, right? What I really like here is this support line. It does not move, right? This is, man, whoever bought it here was a genius. Let's see. They're up 67%. Whoever bought it right here, right? I mean, these measurements are crazy. 320% profit. That is nuts. So this guy that bought it, whoever bought it here, and if they write it up, they could make 600-700% easy. Okay, so we want a piece of that pie, right? You guys remember Warren Buffett, how he used to invest? He was saying like it was like smoking a free cigarette used, and it still has a few puffs left, and he would make profits from that and then like essentially sell it. So we want to do something too, right? I mean, we're still good. This is almost like a brand new, cigarette, right? We still have a lot to smoke, right? So from here to the top, 400%, great stuff. I'm going to put my entry here. And again, I'm going to open a bunch of limit buys just for the fact that some of them have to retrace. And when they do, they'll enter. And if we have a really crazy retracement, like a 20% retracement, then we'll be pretty happy that we went in slightly with the little bit amount, and at the same time add a discount from where it's at. So that's the benefit of that. All right, so that's that. Let's see what else I got here. Okay, this is a double bottom pattern. Looks good. I mean, this is seems like a good buy. It's holding. The volume came in. All right, I'll put an alert right here at the 55 EMA. EMA stands for exponential moving averages, in case you guys are wondering. So I'll do it right there. Right, and if it does retrace, the 21 will still be moving up and act as double support with the 55 and the 21. So, and we're inside the Ichimoku cloud. Now that's just a Japanese indicator. I don't want to get too technical with that. So LPT, there we have it, right? If we enter it here, and if it goes back to the top of this right here, this resistance, right? The profit would be like 320%. That sounds great. And once I enter the trades, I'll go ahead and set like a stop limit in case these trades go against us. They could take us out with a minimal loss, right? So for example, let's just say we go in here, right? We enter a trade here. Then I would probably put my stop loss under the Ichimoku cloud because I know this acts as support and we have the moving averages right under it. So if I put a stop loss right here, then we will lose, right? If the trade goes against us, we will lose 13, maybe let's just say 15% we could lose on this trade, right? And this is all about risk reward. How much are you willing to risk to make? Okay, I'm willing for this trade to risk 14, 15%, but to the upside, right? 300%. And that's just having like a trader mentality, right? Sometimes you're going to lose some, sometimes you're going to win some. And yeah, so even if you're wrong 60% of the time, you can still be in profit because your profits are much larger than your losses. Hope that makes sense. Okay. So LPT, I'll go ahead and open the trade on that. Let's keep going. Major support on, what is this, Filecoin? Okay, guys, this is also a double bottom. Look at that. Beautiful, right? We had support here. I mean, it went a little under, but That's just to get people stopped out. Because let's say somebody had a limit buy here, and then kind of like how I was talking about, maybe a 15% stop loss, and it would have dropped. See, look at that, 14%. If it would have hit that, it would have taken people out, and then it went up. So you got to be careful with that. But I'll go ahead and put an alert right here, and I will open that. I would open a limit buy on my portfolio. And again, I'll show you guys that at the end. If you guys don't care about technical analysis, just fast forward to the end of the video and just see all the limit buys that I created. Okay, what's next? Again, major support. ARPA. Okay, this is actually major support. Let me erase this. Look at that, support, 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 support. I mean, just this last one, how much profit was it? Yeah, over 300%. Pretty good. We like that. Currently right here. All right. I want to see these moving averages converge a bit more so that I know that there's more support. Because you see, like, this one just had a wick right here. Yeah, so I'll go ahead and put it at the 55. If it goes here, I'll buy it. And I want it to go a little bit more inside into the Ichimoku cloud. So I'll go ahead and put a limit buy right there. All right, seller network. Okay. All right, guys, same thing, right? A lot of support here. Look at this. Wow. It's just been ranging, right? Every single time it pumps, right? 200% profit, 245% profit, 240% profit. Where are we at right now, right? So if we were to get right now, enter at the price, and it pumped to this last price, it'd be 170% profit. Kind of crazy. So like I was saying on the last one, you see how these moving averages, they just crossed. That's pretty good. You want that. For example, over here, they crossed right here, and it went up. Right here, they crossed, the 21 crossed to 55, it went down. Right here, the same. 21 crossed to 55, it proceeded to go down. So we want this right here, right? We want this cross. That's good. Now let's just hope it might go down like 5-10% so that we can get in on that trade. So we'll go ahead and put that right there, and I'll put a limit buy. Next coin, Anchor. All right. Wow, look at this. Same thing, ranging. All right. So clearly traders, investors know we're oversold, and they're buying it up at a discount, right? And we want a piece of the pie. And yeah, that's why I'm here, to go over all this really good technical analysis, right? The people that bought here, they made over 200%. I mean, I'm sure similar here. All right, so right here, same thing. Moving averages are about to cross. We like that. Go ahead and put a limit buy right there. I just hope it goes down a bit. And the good thing about the website that I use to manage my account, if it opens, I'll have the date and time, and I could just post it and show you guys. Everything's like real time. Okay, let's go to the next coin. Oh, DOT. Very, very popular coin. Same thing. Look at this. Ranging. Look at that. Since 2022, right? Okay. Wow. That was nice. So I'm just going to put it right here because of this right here. This little resistance could be support. So I'll put my buy right there. Even though my moving averages are slightly under that, it's okay. I'll do my buy right there, let it come down a bit, and I'll enter that on a limit buy. All right, next one, APT. And this is on the Binance exchange. So if you guys don't have Binance, I mean, maybe crypto.com has some of these coins. If not, Coinbase or Kraken, not sure. But I know that Binance is probably the best. Same thing, right? We're ranging. Look at that. Look at that. We're overbought, goes down, overbought, goes down. We're oversold, best value, and that's where we're at right now, right? Pretty good. But see what I mean is like you want to buy it slightly discounted because psychologically it's going to kill you. You know, you don't want to buy it and then it drops 20% and then you're going to feel like an idiot. So let's say it drops here like 10%, you're going to be happy you went in at that. Because let's say it goes back to this like support level, right? That's a 20% depreciation. And you just went in like a few days ago and now it's down 20%. You don't want that, right? And we'll do it right here because there's some resistance here. Let's hope it acts as support. And let's hope those moving averages under that, it holds it. So let's go ahead and leave that there. I'll do my limit buy there. All right, let's go to Gala. Okay. Man, this looks really nice. Same thing. We're literally ranging since 2022, December, November, December of 2022. This thing's just been ranging, right? So this support, oh my God, look at that. 514% profit. What in the world? 500%. So if you put in $1,000, you'd have, what is it, times 5? So $5,000. Not bad. That's pretty good. Over here as well, that's 300%. All right. So this is a really nice range. I'll go ahead. We have the moving averages crossing. I'll do it right here. I'll do my limit buy there just because of this resistance here. And we're inside the Ichimoku cloud. That's good. Moving averages crossed. All right. Sounds good. Next one, we have BAT. Basic attention token. All right. Same thing. Ranging. This support was kind of resistance, but we broke it, so that's good. That means it goes back to being support. So I'll do my buy right here. Just needs to retrace 7%, right? It goes down 7%. Bam. It automatically enters my trade and I'm in it. Good stuff. And if it goes under that, we have that channel support and the moving averages. So that's good. We want that. All right. Next one. So these are showing strong wicks. Okay, let's see. Zcash. All right, what do we see here? Oh man, this is beautiful. All right, whenever you see wicks, that's usually investors buying, right? So there's wicks here, wicks, right? You don't really see long wicks on the top. Look at this beautiful long wick. I mean, this is great stuff, right? And we are super undervalued. What we'll put here is, this looks really good. I like it where that's at. The 21's there. The 55's under it. So I'll do my limit buy right here. And I just hope that it goes down 6% because I want to get in on this trade. Okay. Next one would be, it would be BNB. Man, this thing's pumping. But same thing, right? We have on the bottom all these wicks. And we even have a pitchfork. I like drawing pitchforks. It's very, I guess you can call it like geometry based. Here you have it going up. And it's just following the trend, right? Undervalued, you're up. Undervalued, wick bought it. Undervalued. All these wicks are buying it. I wouldn't be surprised if it touches this median line sometime soon. So yeah, I'll get in on this trade right here where I currently have it at 640. Right? 640, I'll get in. I'll put a limit buy there. But this looks great. Overall, this is like a cup and handle pattern essentially, right? We have our cup, our handle here, And let's see what happens if it goes back to this like, overbought quartile. So if it goes from here, let's just say it goes straight up like this, right? You're doubling your money, 120%. Pretty good. So what do we have here? Harmony 1 USDT, same thing, it's just ranging. Right. Pretty good stuff. All right, this looks great. I mean, your highs are going high every single time. Your swing high, higher, 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 and your low is a support and it hasn't broken. This is really good. Let's get it at the moving average. Right here. That's fine. Limit buy right there. Okay. Ethereum Classic. So if you look at Ethereum Classic, it's just been going sideways and ranging. Same since 2022. Has a support. This is technically a triple bottom pattern. And no, there's no 4 bottom pattern. There's only double and triple. So here's your support, and here it is again. So that's your triple bottom, and that should do it. Right? So whoever bought it here, they could almost double almost 200% their money. So we'll go ahead and put a alert right here, right there. Because right here it's sold out. I like that zone. It's in the middle of all this traffic. Okay, so if it comes down a bit, I'll be happy entering on that. Ethereum Classic and Quantum. Oh, let's look at Quantum. What do we got here? All right, it looks like a double bottom from here, right? Kind of ugly, to be honest. It's not that pretty. I mean, it's not as clean as the other ones, right? Maybe I won't enter this one. Yeah, I probably wouldn't. I'm already entering a bunch of trades on limit buy. But if you like Quantum and you believe in this project, in this coin, well, there you go. All right, let's see. Now we have IMX. Okay, double bottom pattern. Look at that. Support, right? That is 800% profit. Holy cow, that's a lot. Yeah, this is pretty good. Let's enter it and see if we can get some of those gains. Here are the moving averages. So I'll do a limit buy right here. Let it retrace just a little bit. This isn't too crazy. I mean, I like this right here. What's left? Comp. What is this? Composition or comp? I don't know what it stands for. Oh, okay. This is ranging, but kind of upward bound. Whoa, so many alerts. If you guys like this, I mean, I think the other Jesse Livermore patterns were a lot cleaner. This one's kind of ugly. Right? When you get something like this, the reason why I don't like it is because usually prices tend to repeat or patterns. So, for example, let's say we entered, right? We think we entered around here, right? And then you go up, but then all of a sudden you go down and you're around, see, you went, now you're about the same price where you just entered not that long ago. So that's the bad thing about these is sometimes they go up, but then they go right back to where they're at. But the fact that it went sideways a good amount here around this support and it broke up the moving averages, I mean, that's pretty good. This resistance here, I'll go ahead and put the alert there. Man, I just don't like ugly charts. This is an ugly chart. I have an eye for beauty. I'm not going to enter this crap. Okay, let's keep going. BNT. All right, I mean, clearly it's ranging, right? The top was at $8. Okay, the top was at $8. So if we go back to the top, right, we need to be open-minded here. We went sideways since almost 3 years going sideways. Usually that's great indicator. Those of us that are that do technical analysis know that the greater the base, the higher into outer space. That's the saying, and it seems to be true. This is a really wide base since 2022 June. Now we're in May 2025. If it goes back from this price to where it was at, right? That is over 1,000% profit. That's remarkable. So those of you that want to take that chance, I mean, here it is, BNT USD, and I'll go ahead and right here, I'll do a limit buy right here on my account. And last but not least, SKL. Okay, look at that. We have a triple bottom, right? 1, 2, 3. There we have it, triple bottom. Okay, pretty good stuff. And this one's not even that far up. I'll do a limit buy right here. So I'll go to my account. So I'm basically going to go to my where I'm keeping basically a diary of all this on smart trade. So I'll go ahead and do that, and then I'll show it to you guys right now. All right, so basically I'm done opening all the limit buys. So yeah, these are it. So this is the current price. I wanted to retrace to 0.550 for BNT. All I did was added the date, which was today. And yeah, as soon as the price retraces and it hits that target, the trade will open. And I did that for over, I think, 22 coins. So that's 22 orders ready to enter. So let's just go over these real quick. BNT, Comp, IMX, Quantum, Ethereum Classic, One, Binance Coin, Zcash, BAT, Gala, APT, Dot, Anchor, Seller, ARPA, Filecoin, LPT. Wait, what? I have LPT twice? Oh, APT and LPT. Okay. Dent, Tezos, Ethereum, and lastly, I think VeChain, VET, and Bitcoin. So those are currently what I have for limit buys, and I hope the next day or two, usually Mondays, price tends to retrace. So if it drops a bit, hopefully a bunch of these can enter, and I'll be in the market with all these coins. So yeah, if you guys liked the video, give it a thumbs up, follow, subscribe. I appreciate it. See you guys next time. I'll try to upload twice a week. I'll try to be more active now that the market's actually doing something, right? Yeah. So thanks for watching. See you guys next time. Goodbye.